Heyo everybody, Haku here with my reaction for Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 334. So last time this little fight, I guess you could call it, took a turn that I didn't really expect. I got into the feeling over the past couple weeks where we were going through this stuff that kind of Star and Stripe was just brought in to give All for One / Shigaraki a new power-up, because that was kind of the way it was going. They were like, oh, it's going to be all over if he gets this quirk, and he's like, oh, it's going to be all over if I get this quirk. And then, he's put into a position to get that quirk, so I was like, okay, pretty straightforward. Spending a bit of time on this fight for, again, a character that, we didn't really have any time to build up for me to care that much about Star. And Star wasn't one of those characters that I just immediately clicked with and loved. But we took this turn that I didn't expect with Star. Basically, I think this chapter's titled Parting Gift, basically leaving the parting gift of making this quirk rebel against other quirks. And it's making All for One / Shigaraki, instead of being a power-up, it's making them lose powers. And not only are they losing powers, now before he just gets completely torn up, he needs to find somebody to put the quirk in. So that's going to be interesting, because that means that if it's a quirkless person, somehow we're going to see somebody getting Star's quirk. Or if it is not a quirkless person, then they're probably going to die or go brain dead or whatever, because I'm fairly certain that's what happens to anybody with 2 quirks, unless you're a Nomu or you're like whatever's going on with Izuku and his sort of singularity of One for All. So yeah, either way, let's see how it pans out this week. We're starting off with a color front page, or not a color front page, just a front cover page here of Star. Number 334, Parting Gift. Don't let him get away. Shoot the sucker down. And they're chasing after him. Just before making my darling Nomu burst, I stole this wing quirk from it. I can make my getaway using my power in these wings. Someone else must receive new order from me before I'm reduced to nothing. So again, exactly, before all the little quirk factors that are inside of him get wiped out, he needs to pass it on. And again, we just saw Endeavor. So Endeavor really hasn't been tightly interwoven with what's going on right now, so I doubt that Endeavor's getting involved here. Like, if this was a way to kill off Endeavor by throwing another quirk at him, I would highly doubt that. Just because he hasn't been super important to what's going on right this second. Years ago, a Japanese student studying abroad saved me. I went for 8 tufts of hair. Once again, no matter what move I make, there you are. Alright. Damn it. Ah, hell. I'll make sure your remains make it back to your loved ones. Star and Stripe. Of course you've surpassed him. You've always been the greatest hero. And her body falls apart. So, TV ain't a thing anymore. The TV station workers probably evacuated to shelters. Good thing we still got lights, water, and essentials to live on, even if distribution's basically dead. I mean, what kind of friggin' idiot busts out of prison and starts stirring up trouble in big cities? We have Kashiko Kashi, convicted robber and murderer. Smart guys like me booked it to the boonies for a second shot at life. And then we have a huge crash into the place. A hero? Nah, not likely. A ghost? Still, have a chance. Miss Star likely assigned a new rule to her quirk that prevents it from residing among other quirks. In that case, I'll just oh, okay, never mind. So I was thinking then... Okay. I was thinking that him putting it in somebody else would just cause him to go brain dead like the experimental, predecessor Nomu did. But instead, he's got to take their quirk out, then put the new quirk in there, and that way he can still have it stored inside this person if he kidnaps this person. Okay. I'll just steal this bystander's quirk. Once he's quirkless, I can grant him New Order and preserve it. Okay. Nice try, idiot. New Order revolts against other quirks. Thanks to all those other quirks inside you, my little revolt was the death of me. It's a real shame I couldn't kill you and finish the job, but here are some words of wisdom to remember, John Doe. As long as people stand up to save each other, someone will inherit that will of heroism. And make no mistake, they will strike you down. Give it a rest. The winner is the one who lives longest. So take a hike, dead lady. Someone. Some hero. Midoriya. The hunt for Shigaraki resumed immediately. Evidence of a struggle was discovered, but the villain had once again vanished without a trace. So basically, he could just get this new guy to issue orders to things for him. So basically, he did get the quirk in the end. I mean, yeah, in a way. So that means Kashi is in a good spot. He's got New Order, and he can't be forced to use it by forcible quirk activation, I'm assuming, because it revolts against other quirks. Oh well. Evidence of a struggle was discovered, but the villain had once again vanished without a trace, leaving the authorities back at square one. The entire world learned of the #1 American hero's death that very day. With the knowledge that even the hero currently hailed as the strongest had fallen to this threat, the nations of the world backed down. I'm no longer being dispatched. We intend to abandon Japan to its fate. Don't look at it that way, Salam. We only ask you not to abandon our own nation. The loss of a hero could mean the downfall of a nation. It was decided that there was greater need for heroes to protect their own homes than to save the people in some far-off foreign land, so the dispatch operation was immediately put on hold. But Star's death wasn't in vain. Cassie, I wish I could have seen her. Each X-66 we rode in on holds data from the battle. They were recording each biosignature and analyzing every quirk during the fight. Hopefully that data will provide a lead. No way you folks don't already have people studying that monster, right? And we see back at Central Hospital. The next day, 2 days after Midoriya returned to UA. So again, it really hasn't been very long. A deadline extension. Yes, originally, tomorrow was the day Shigaraki would have his body perfected. But now we'll be out of commission for at least a week. As a parting gift, Star and Stripe bought us this time. We'll use this time to our advantage, and we'll take down Shigaraki and All for One. Alright. Okay, so good chapter. We've sort of closed the page on what we were seeing, and we're about to move on to something new, which I'm excited about because, Kashi is maybe in a bad spot because he's probably going to be maybe tortured or very heavily forced into doing whatever All for One says. Or he could be like, oh, you want me to use New Order to do this? Well, you might want to sweeten the deal, All for One, because again, like I said, he might not be able to use forcible quirk activation, given that it rebels against other quirks. But yeah, either way, that's it for this week's chapter. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter and my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more Hero Academia, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, just ask and I can give you a link. And if you want to help support the channel on Patreon, it is patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Either way, that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.